Good morning, I hope you're having an amazing day. It's Mark Weens. I'm in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, and Ethiopian food is some of the, I love Ethiopian food, it's some of the best in the world. And there's one dish called doro wat. Doro means chicken, wat means stew, and so the combination is chicken stew, but it's so much more than that. It's typically only eaten on very special occasions a few times a year, and the best versions of doro wat are ones you make at home. And so today I have a very special opportunity to have a home cook and see the entire process of doro wat being made. We're gonna go to the market, we're gonna buy a chicken, and then we're gonna make the full doro wat from scratch. It's gonna be incredible, and I'm gonna share it with you in this video now. Salama. We need a chicken. Now, we're taking it back to the house where we're gonna butcher it and then prepare the doro wat all the way from scratch. And we're also buying some other small vegetables, including some lemons, which I think are gonna be used to wash the chicken as well. But we're just buying a few of the ingredients now. So everybody say hello to Bella. Bella. We got the ingredients. He's got the chicken. Yes. We're on our way back to his house, and I'm very excited. Runner? Yeah. Okay. We've been walking for maybe 30 minutes. You should see how fast Bella now walks. He is a runner, a jogger, and he's also, you also bicycle, right? Sure. Cycle, okay.
Hello?
This is where they grind the onions.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, so you, earlier in the morning, you bought the onions.
Yeah.
And then you had them ground here.
Sure.
Okay, so onions are one of the most, along with the chicken, are one of the most essential ingredients for doro wat. And Bella, he bought onions early in the morning, and then he brought them to this house to have them ground. 5 kilos of the red onions, and as soon as she's blending it like in this giant pot. And then as soon as she opened that lid, you can just smell that aroma of onions. It smells so good.
And it's very cheap.
It's a bag full of fresh, juicy ground onions. They smell incredible. And I think now we're heading to Bella's house.
Thank you. She's my wife.
Hello, right? Nice to meet you. Salam. Nice to meet you. Okay, we just made it to Bella and Neyu's house, and they're gonna do the cooking on the balcony. But man, that was a very brisk walk. I actually broke a sweat for the first time in Addis Ababa.
Hello.
Hello. That hair is amazing.
Yeah.
And the first step, we put all the onions into the pan, and it's really juicy, but that's all just juice and water from the onions that's gonna simmer down. I have the privilege to hang out with Gadis right now as Dad went to go run some errands, and Mom is she is starting the charcoal fire because cooking doro wat over charcoal. That hair is amazing. Something to let you know about doro wat. Again, as I mentioned before, doro means chicken and wat means stew in Amharic, and so the combination is chicken stew, and it's not an everyday dish in Ethiopia. Although you can get it at restaurants, the best versions you will find are home cooked, and it's typically only cooked on very special occasions like Easter or New Year's, and so it's a really significant Ethiopian food in the culture. And also partly that's because it takes so long to cook and prepare. You have to buy a chicken, and it's always made from a whole chicken all the way from the beginning. The onions have to be cooked down. It takes hours and hours to prepare, and Bella is sharpening the knife. Okay.
That's all good.
And by the way, we're just on the back side of the airport here, so every now and then planes go past. We're pretty close, but the chicken is well underway.
That's right, to remove this, all the heel, yeah?
Hot water is used so that the feathers come off, and then you can pluck all the feathers off the chicken.
I'm going to airing, okay, just to have an air inside, just for cleaning.
As a hollow pipe.
Yeah.
This is a technique I've never seen before.
Asga baca? Lemfa? You see?
Oh yeah.
It's a bit airing, right?
This is a chicken technique that I've never seen before, but now they're just cleaning it, and I'm just watching in awe the different steps. But yeah, that is definitely a balloon of a chicken right now.
And this is okay flaming.
Yes. Okay.
It's going to that flame
burn
is
off.
okay removing that one.
Kind of just burn off the rest of those little stubble hairs from the skin, but it's still a balloon.
The next step, which is okay, this powder is okay. Going to just make it clear. Okay. For cleaning purpose.
Oh, what is the powder?
The powder, which is bean powder.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah.
Shiro.
Yes,
Yeah,
shiro.
Ah, shiro. And that's just for cleaning though also?
Yeah.
So it has to be very clean.
Yeah.
That is very important. And Bella and his wife are not taking any shortcuts. They're doing everything the traditional way here. Another very interesting part of making dorowat and preparing a chicken in Ethiopia is the cutting of the chicken and into the pieces, which there's going to be 12 pieces which represent the 12 apostles.
You see, like took off our clothes, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like the whole skin comes off.
Yeah.
So the whole skin is supposed to come off in one piece.
Yes.
So you have all the 12 pieces now.
Yeah. This and this, which is for
Yes,
The drumstick thigh, the
Yeah.
back,
5,
the breasts.
6. This
Yeah.
is
Oh, yeah,
with
and
2.
Okay.
7, 8,
Oh, the gizzard is one.
Yeah.
The
9,
liver,
Yeah.
the neck,
10, 11.
11, and that's like the inside carcass.
Yeah.
Cool. Very good job. That takes some practice. You need some experience to do that, but that's the process of eating and cooking and preparing a chicken in Ethiopia. They're smelling so good. The onions are still simmering. They've probably been simmering for about an hour now, but the aroma is incredible. And this color has started to change to almost a pinkish color. And they're simmering down. They're fully wilted. And another part of dorowat is eggs, so chicken and eggs. So he's just boiling the eggs now.
There is a lemon here,
Oh yeah.
and she's going to bring the yeast.
Okay.
This we are going to wash this.
And now that the chicken is parted out, it's time to wash it again, but this time using some of the lemons as well as yeast. Yes, I was just thinking, if you only eat dorowat in a restaurant, you never realize the process
Sure.
of even how the chicken is cut into pieces and washed. To me and you as food lovers, knowing the process that goes behind and the preparation that goes behind cooking dorowat, it makes dorowat even better when we eat it, to acknowledge and to admire the process of it.
Now we are going to add the yeast.
Okay. Fermenting injera, teff flour, that's also used as one of the final steps for cleaning the chicken. As the onions continue to cook, and they still need a long more time to cook, she's gonna make us some breakfast. She's gonna be making firfir, right? Which is with the leftover injera, which is shredded into chunks. But she simmered down those onions with some oil and tomatoes, and then she just added in the bebere, which is that mix of spices. Sometimes like a dozen or more, or even 20 spices in there, and that just erupted with an incredible aroma. The chilies, oh man, that smells incredible. Oh, butter. Okay. And with egg.
Yeah.
The firfir is ready for breakfast.
This is like what we Ethiopians are eating together.
That
What
is
you
the
like
best.
or not.
That's how we like it. And yeah, all of that oil and spice and flavor has soaked up like a sponge into the injera. Oh. Really good. Oh, it's so nice. It has that sour flavor, but then that spice is just, it's like a sponge just soaking into that injera. You can also use some bread to pick up the firfir. It's good too, but yeah, really the firfir, it's so flavorful because of all of that spice. And and that will hold us over until the dorowat is ready.
እዚህ ጋር ላስቲኮች ፔስታል
You know?
The onions have reached their ripeness stage. It's time to add the berbere, which is the flavor, the spice.
I don't think it what I know that.
She added in at least 10 overheaping spoons of berbere to the onions, probably maybe more like 12 or 15, and then stir it up. It's almost like a paste, turning to a paste because the onions have sweated down and have ripened. Oh, and she's adding in some more berbere. That is why you cannot have an exact recipe of berbere, because every family has their own berbere. And you don't measure the berbere, you just add it, and you use your own judgment. It should.
Just
to bring it over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
To wash.
So up until now, the chicken has been bathing in that yeast and lemon water, but it really smells good. It smells like lemony fresh. Oh yeah, the aroma of that berbere, those spices and those onions, it's just unbelievable. Right, Micah? My mouth is actually watering. This is the last wash?
Yeah.
And as you can see, now he added water into the chicken and the water is just completely clear. That is by far the most intense process of chicken cleaning that I've ever seen.
I'm tasting.
As we're waiting for the dorowat, as it keeps on cooking, the correct thing to do in Ethiopia is to drink some coffee. Oh yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. It is. Coffee in Ethiopia, it's the best.
Most of the time, right? They just within a coffee ceremony, or within as you mentioned, she's going to add
Butter. It's time to put the chicken into the sauce. It goes in.
Yeah.
Good morning. Good afternoon. Oh wow. Oh, she's adding some water, but that aroma is just insane. It's okay. Nice. Oh, now it's just really simmering, slow simmering like lava. The clouds are really rolling in. It's getting really cold. The wind is blowing. I think it's gonna rain this afternoon, but the dorowat is almost ready.
Yeah, this is what clouds.
Yeah, perfect. Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, wow. We are sitting down, ready to dig in. It's been an ultimate pleasure to be able to watch the entire process. Thank you so much, and to Bella's wife for the amount of time involved. It took. Let me just see what time we started at. We started at 9:30, right?
9:30.
Now it is 16:45. It's 4:45 in the afternoon. And now we're sitting down to eat the main meal. But just seeing the process and the effort that went into it, even the cutting of the chicken and washing of the chicken, that just increases my respect and my love for Ethiopian food and Ethiopian culture, and they did an amazing job. That's just like a bouquet of dorowat nestled between injera.
Rather than or before you begin to just eat such a kind of dish, especially within a holiday.
Okay.
If there is an oldish man is
Yes.
present, the oldish man is going to start
Okay.
by just crossing his hand, right?
Okay.
Crossing like his hand like across, right?
Ah.
And by saying በስመ አብ ወወልድ ወመንፈስ ቅዱስ አሐዱ አምላክ አሜን በስመ ሥላሴ የተባረከ ይሁን like this,
Do
right?
you do that with every food or with a special?
Yeah, every foods.
Oh,
every
okay.
foods.
And that's kind of a blessing, a prayer for the meal.
The crossing his hand
Okay.
and praying to God to bless that food, right? That's all.
Okay. You can just see just the onions which have simmered down into that sauce. It's not thickened by anything except for the onions and some oil and the spices in there. Maybe I'll just go in for some of that sauce first.
Okay.
First, before grabbing the chicken, let me just try that sauce. Oh. Wow. It's so good. The spices in there, the dry chili, the onions. The onions just melt in your mouth because they've been cooked for 5 hours. You taste like the blend of garlic and ginger and fenugreek and cumin and turmeric and all those spices in there. There's no way you would get that complexity of flavor if you didn't cook it for so long.
Yeah.
It's the labor of love. It's the food of love. It has to be cooked for so long to generate that complexity of flavor. Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh. That is like the cleanest chicken I think I've ever had. It tastes so pure. Oh man. And then just wrapped up in that complexity of spice.
Micah.
ቅዱስን ይሁን ተለተሉ ቢያንቺ
That is just blowing my taste buds right now. Dip it into the sauce a little more. Look at how clean that is with the bone. How it's washed so many times and then simmered in that sauce. Oh, it's beautiful. Yes. This is so good.
right?
Thank you so much. Wow.
So-
Some more of that sauce is added. I'm gonna
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna reach in. Oh man, I mean it's so good. The chicken is amazing, but it's so good. The sauce is so incredibly good. You barely even it's good with just sauce. Spacious sauce. Your taste buds just go to the next level with this.
Right, yeah.
I'll kind of break that egg open. You've got the yolk in there, and again, just kind of like grab a piece. And I'm getting kind of messy, but it's so good and so worth it. Get some of the egg, mix it in with the stew. Oh yeah, look at that. Now, I've had dorowat many times before at restaurants, but this is by far the best version I've ever had. Home cooked, with love, no shortcuts, the pure spice berbera blend, the chicken washed to perfection. This is a treat and an honor to have this privilege to eat this dorowat, and I'm just in awe with every bite. And let me tell you, injera starts to like expand in your stomach as you keep on eating it. It doesn't really seem that heavy because it's spongy and light, but then it starts to hit you. And all of a sudden you just feel the need to lean back. It was sensational. It was mind-blowing. It was one of those meals that you will never forget for your entire life. I want to say a massive thank you to Belene and his wife and family, him for inviting us to his home. Their generosity and their friendliness just shines. And like I mentioned, I mean, you can eat dorowat at Ethiopian restaurants, and I do, but this experience will make me always think of the process that goes behind cooking dorowat, and what a special Ethiopian dish it is, and what a dish to respect it is. So again, a huge thank you to Belene and his wife. That was an Ethiopian food experience I'll never forget. And then just gathering around and eating it communally together with them was also very special. I'm at one of those stages right now where I'm probably blabbering again because I'm just so pumped up. I'm so excited because that food was so good. So I better end this video right now. I'm very happy, and I want to say a big thank you to you for watching this video. Please remember to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you, and if you're not already subscribed, be sure to subscribe now and also click that little bell icon. That way you'll get notified of the next video that I publish. Goodbye from Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. I'll see you on the next video.